It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Throw out wide to Walker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
First carry here for Ken Walker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Kramer. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Herbert. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
And he has got him from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And A strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 63 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. 15 yards there for number 15. 10-0 the score after one on EA. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line as they've got it as we resume action. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are back within a score. The Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Catch is made by Metcalf. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a 2nd and 10.
Check. Ready.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Derek Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Take it at the 37. Oh, nice move. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they'll go into the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, check that.
Yeah, the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running left is Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Let's go now.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by Bass is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running right, here's Walker. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They run again with Walker. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 24 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that the defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him. because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And this one is right down the middle. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And one of the linebackers has got him. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, the ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll set up a throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go. 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, check that.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. To the right side, this is Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And Walker once more. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Herbert. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Herbert going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, Ram.
Throwing, Herbert. Finding Walker, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Herbert going to change the play here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
First throw in overtime for Herbert. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
76 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Here's Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Herbert now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give for Walker running right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Well, he had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Walker. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. And Charles, a very simple mission anytime.